All right. Go!
Neutral Budden. No warrior now.
This part.
Microphone check 1, 2. What is this?
Neutral Budden. No warrior now.
Parks on the boards.
Yes.
No, it's not. What you mad about, fam? Let's talk about it.
Listen, I still don't understand why you guys keep avoiding that Bow Wow is retiring.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Here's the thing.
that's where we were.
Here's the thing with this, right? When was the last time Bow Wow put out music?
So, don't matter.
I'm just asking, research purposes.
He may have been
Are you
retired for some
suggesting
time.
that we retired him before he retired us?
I'm suggesting that maybe sometimes you wake up and you don't know that you're retired.
But he said he about to put an album out.
And he has that right, but
He does have the right to put out
I'm pretty
It's in
sure
the,
I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan
Okay.
still shoots hoops every now and again.
Well, how do you feel about this tweet? Let's start with the first sentence. This is from S. Moss.
Okay.
Now, I know this may sound crazy.
No, you got to put a little more sauce on it. I know this might sound crazy.
Yo, I know this might sound crazy to y'all, but after I drop my last album, I'm going to focus on TV and film like I haven't been doing that my entire career after my first album as a child.
Yeah, this is all I'm just trying to say here, man. Like, what is this really saying?
And he's joining the WWE.
And joining the
You don't want to
WWE.
wrestle Bow.
Wait.
You don't want to wrestle Bow.
He's joining wrestling?
It's been a lifelong childhood dream to wrestle with the WWE. Bow Wow, I'm going to tell you this. I had a childhood. You didn't. You was fucking bitches at a young age.
Yeah, wrestling is, you can't play with wrestling.
You don't want to wrestle Bow.
Yeah, you don't. No. You don't want to play with wrestling.
Damn, I want to know when Rory started fucking with the E's.
With the E's?
Yes, with the E's.
Oh, with the E's?
With the E's. I'm here to pod today.
Consensual, of course.
17.
I'm here today, y'all.
No,
Of
with
course,
the, no, with the
consensual.
E's.
Yeah,
no, I
consensual.
lost my virginity at 14.
Did he say 17?
With the E's?
No.
17, 18.
With the
Shut
E's?
up. Shut up.
I was around
Shut up.
whores.
He was around
No
what?
way.
He was around what?
I was around whores.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then you didn't answer my question. I
Okay.
mean, when the ease is dictated by you.
Not the circumstance.
Yes. I don't mean she's
That's an
just
important
tossing it
distinction.
up to you, buddy. At what age did you realize you could do this with the ease? And that can't be 17, 18. I don't care.
Nah.
No, but
Not
it
with
probably
E's,
wasn't
no.
too far from it.
Damn.
20.
He's the man.
21.
That's an age where you probably
Yeah,
do your
21.
most fucking.
If you're going by what you're saying with that type
Wow.
of E's, 21, yeah.
Whoa. Impressive.
The E's? I think you might be misinterpreting the E's.
Me?
No, him.
Oh, yeah, not me.
I don't think so.
I didn't do nothing with the ease at 21.
I was still figuring shit out.
Well, Joe, you were in a whole different world when you were 21 versus when I was 21. You was a fucking rapper.
Yeah,
dealing
no,
with
21,
And it
I
still wasn't
chicks
the
That wasn't
looking
the
ease.
for
I
money.
see, I can understand
No,
if
Like
Joe
I was
said
dealing
that.
with
No,
chicks in the
sir.
hood.
No, I was definitely 21, 22. I was definitely fucking a lot.
Well,
That's not what I asked.
That would be the E's, no?
No. The volume don't dictate the ease.
That means it's pretty easy. If I go
Nah,
outside and I come back
I
with
understand what you're saying.
if I go
understand what
outside
you're
and I
saying.
come back with 100 pair of sneakers,
No, it's like when you.
No.
when you-
and then I go back out again, and I'm coming every day. I'm bringing 100 pair of sneakers
I
with
think
ease.
Joe
This
is implying like
this is
when
easy
it's
for me.
whatever you want and you're shooting a very high percentage.
Whatever. You
Yeah, I'm
want,
not talking about the volume.
Yeah.
That would be ease, no?
Talking about the quality.
no.
He's talking about the quality and the percentage.
Quality.
when does quality
No,
have to do with E's?
Yeah, quality has nothing to do with
Anybody
ease.
can get the,
What?
the
That's
low
not
on
true.
the-
That's not
Okay,
true.
then just
That's
say,
not true.
when did you
the
start
hell?
fucking
That.
the highest of crop you ever fucked? That's a different question.
You said, when did you start fucking with ease? That's
But
what you said.
No, because that question don't say that you did that with the ease. Like what I mean is, like if maybe not today, but at some point in my life, I would go in a club and feel like I can fuck anybody in here. It's just a matter of who,
Okay, and I think
where, and how.
I think I answered
how am I
that.
going to do this here? It could be a tough sell. She could be an easy Vic. This could not be happening in mass volume.
So I answered.
But when I hit the target, She's going down.
I answered that. I answered that question.
That's the E.
I answered that question very, very articulately. You at 21 going into the rap world and me being at 21 in the hood, yes, every house party wherever I went to was with the E's. You being in a
I
club,
never called you a liar. I said that was impressive. I said, wow.
I'm saying you, like, when you're talking about going into a club with a bunch of super rich dudes, whatever they was doing, or if they were just famous, was not the world I was living in at 21. So I was with the E's at the house party with quality women. It just wasn't that.
But that's still off the circumstance.
I'm just saying it was with the E's. You asked the question, I answered it.
I was definitely fucking a lot at 21, 22.
I was fucking a lot at 16.
And
I
it
was
was
too,
and
but
it wasn't
wasn't
like women that I didn't want to fuck. And I'm like, okay, I'll fuck you. No, it was girls that I was like, I like her.
Do y'all believe yourselves to have low self-esteem?
Absolutely. I've been said that.
Yes?
No.
You?
Sometimes, yeah.
So that's yes.
Yeah.
Low self-esteem?
I can be mad confident and still have low self-esteem at times.
Yeah, it depends on the circumstance, really.
I don't run around with it, but I've
I'm so confused by this stuff.
Why?
I asked this question based off their answers seeming to be dictated by circumstance. So that's why I asked. Because what I'm trying to get out of them is a feeling that they carry no matter where they go. And they keep telling me about a circumstance. So I asked that question, and then the first thing out your mouth is, depends on the circumstance.
Yeah.
And that's the part that's confusing to me. Because if we're talking about self-esteem, high self-esteem, low self-esteem, like, what does the circumstance have to do with anything?
No,
Yeah, what does the
that's
circumstance have to
a
do with
circumstance
self-esteem?
that I could walk
That's
into
what
a
I'm
party
asking.
with low self-esteem and fuck
That's
any
what I'm
bitch.
asking.
Well, then I have high
That's the ease.
self-esteem in general, but there's
Like
certain
Park said, depending on the
But there's
circumstance.
certain situations where I might have lower self-esteem.
Like when?
Yeah, like what?
I don't know. It depends on maybe the company that I'm in, or the room that I'm in, the place that I'm in. If it's somewhere unfamiliar, I might have a slightly different feeling. I might play the pocket a little bit.
But
No,
that
my
playing the
my
pocket
low-
don't necessarily mean low self-esteem.
Yeah, I think
you know?
low
okay.
self-esteem.
Oh, then
yeah.
I think highly of myself.
Yeah, I'm the
I
same
think I'm
way.
the
Like
man.
it's certain places I walk in, I'm not gonna just give it all up immediately. Like you
Yeah.
play the cut, you peep, you feel the energy,
Yeah.
and you jump in line accordingly with what's going on.
Right.
But self-esteem is just something that you carry no matter
Yeah,
what circumstance.
I feel like I create circumstance. Circumstance don't create me.
I feel like I feel like high self-esteem sometimes can imply cockiness, which I am in certain places very cocky, but in other places maybe I'm just normal. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
because you were very cocky in the Preem RZA when you jumped in there. Like, listen, you called Preem, like, listen, man, take the fucking cord, throw it on the other side, you take the end, the aux out.
Flip it, reverse
That's
the phase.
right,
Yeah.
because that's your zone. That's your
my
element. That's what you do.
Well, I'll take that a step further. Parks is one of those gentlemen that doesn't allow people to see him in areas that's not his zone. Take that. Let's break it down.
Maybe.
Break it down.
He's engineer by profession.
Yeah.
He's great at it. I'm not going to waste our time with figuring out how many hours of his week goes to that, but he's excellent
them.
at it.
Yeah.
So he dances in that arena of excellence a lot.
Right.
Then he pods,
Right.
and we the best.
Right.
Yeah.
There he goes with however many hours in the rest of his week.
Okay.
And when he's not doing that, he's in his relationship, which he paints the way he does, and we joke, the best, more excellence.
Yeah.
We don't get to, who gets to see him in an area that he is not his best?
Well, part of that too is knowing where not to place yourself where you feel like you don't perform well.
I disagree so much.
I
there.
so disagree with that.
I couldn't disagree more.
Yeah.
As you
I
get
totally
older,
disagree with
as
that.
you're
No,
listen, as the older you get, the older you get. Listen, the older you get,
NCV.
the older you get, you know. First of all, the older you get, you can go and do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go there, you don't have to go there.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there.
Yeah,
No,
but how am I
don't.
going to know if I don't go?
I've explored a lot of spaces.
You know places. You know places right now. You would ask like, I'm not. If somebody called like, yo, we over here. You like, I'm not going
To
there.
answer
no,
directly
I'm talking about the
to answer
self-esteem
directly
thing.
to Joe's thing, like I have experienced a lot of shit in my life. I've lived in a lot of different cities. I've been in a lot of different social circles. I know what I like and what I don't like, so I put myself where I want to be,
You're a
and
grown
I can
man.
execute that.
You're a grown man.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Maybe, yeah.
When you
And
reach a
a
certain
grown
age,
man with a lot of
Okay,
fucking
but you don't
experience.
think experimenting for evolution purposes for your own life, how do you know that that's the only thing you love?
What do you mean? because I've done mad different shit.
Okay.
Way more shit than I think the average
you're
individual
at an
has.
entire different part of your life where you feel the best you felt and the most confident that you felt.
Sure.
Why wouldn't this be a time to go explore other things?
Oh, I still do, I think. I mean, right now it's a little bit weird because we can't go anywhere. We have to
Then you
wear masks.
don't.
What do you mean?
What's the circumstance?
I think you're saying you're in the
I
perfect
want to
time
find
to
a
go
way for
find.
Parks to answer what Rory is saying.
I think you're in a perfect time now, such a centered place to really go look at other things that you would love.
Sure.
So why not do it?
I spent most of my teenage and 20s and 30s doing that.
Cool. You got to this place to be centered. You know how hard that is to be as a centered person. It's the hardest thing on earth
You're right.
to do. So now that we've figured it out, I'm not saying leave it. I'm saying, but now I know myself the most.
I really
Let me go find something else that may give me the same feeling eventually. Because I pray that you live a long life. You got mad years to go.
That's facts.
I like
So-
Rory with his course cut.
So I think that, yeah, now that you know what you like
Cordless
off this,
roars.
Yo,
I'm a
Bluetooth
cordless
Rory is different. Nah, Bluetooth Rory different.
That's a fact.
I ain't gonna lie, Bluetooth Rory.
I was challenged like this a couple years ago by.
I'm with you on what you're saying there, by the way.
by a person, and
because getting where he is very, it's very difficult.
I'm with
And
you.
I think you
on
could
your-
keep going
for sure, and I plan on keeping
because you know you have the ability to do so and find a center and know what you like.
But you
and
know what
don't
it is
like.
though is with
So
a
don't
certain,
stay there.
With no doubt, absolutely. But with a certain amount of growth, and be clear, I've come a long way from fucking recording sessions with Joe in his rapping days. No disrespect,
It's fine.
obviously, and digging in the crates and all that shit. Like I've become an entirely different person in the last 5 years.
Sure.
So I am still growing, and I am still doing things.
Right. But you just do more of what you like.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, exactly.
With the experience of
Yeah.
life,
You figured out you just figured out what you
Look at you
like,
niggas
what you
relating to each
prefer,
other.
what
Shut
you
up.
But
like.
here's my
That's
thing.
what it is.
When
Shut
we were
up.
when we were
both
talking
say
about
what?
Sycamore.
Why? That's what it is. As a grown man, Yeah, I'm not going. As a grown man, you don't put yourself in places where you feel like, yo, this is not my scene.
you
This
missed,
is not my
you
vibe.
missed what
This is
Joe
not
and I
my-
were saying. With self-esteem and insecurities doesn't come from when him and I walk into a room, we're not confident in who we are and what we do. Insecurities has to do with, is it the right thing and are we doing enough? It's much different than I don't want to be complacent and shit. That's where my self-esteem issues come in.
Oh, sure.
And that's where my insecurities
Yeah,
come
but
in.
no, that's different
It's a
now. That's
it's a
different from what we was talking about.
complicity thing, which, by the way, I think what I'm saying is also toxic to me. I don't think I'm right. Like,
Okay.
not really appreciating
there's
what
this-
you're doing
there's a-
and continuing on.
there's a thing back here that's always like,
Yeah, and
Go,
I'm
go, you
saying
do more.
I act on
Go.
it so much in my life outside of this podcast.
yeah,
I have insecurities and self-esteem issues because I kind of throw myself into things that typically wouldn't work.
yeah.
They've worked for me and they haven't. So yeah, I still walk around with self-esteem issues. Still walk around with insecurities. Am I confident in my abilities? Of course. I wouldn't throw myself into some shit I know nothing about if I didn't.
Yeah.
But it's still there. I'd be a fucking liar if I was like, nah, I'm the man. I know what time it is every time.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Of course. That's what my point about that. It depends on the situation where my self-esteem lies.
Listen, as long as Bow Wow was confident, I'm cool.
He's not very confident wrestling. I could tell you that now. That's a dream, but
Oh,
It's scripted though.
Yeah.
As long as
That'd be all right.
as long as Jermaine Dupri is scripting it, he'll be fine.
okay.
We've seen this before.
Listen, he's a legend in my eyes.
I agree with you.
It is what it is.
Bow Wow is a legend. And I
What's
think
on
this,
your mind,
this
man?
album is gonna be kind of nuts.
Yeah,
know
you
you-
laid back. What's
Yeah,
up?
whenever you sit Indian style and start smiling,
He's taking some shit in.
I'm chilling.
nah,
caught
you
a
ain't
vibe.
chilling, nigga. I know that look, nigga.
No, I'm super
It's
chilling.
that same look that right before season 1 of Love and Hip Hop, nigga. I know you ain't chilling, nigga. I know what you.
Nah, that was just hard. I enjoyed sitting back and just listening to that exchange. That was awesome.
We cut some chords, man.
That was
Gotta
awesome.
cut some chords.
Speaking of Bow Wow, while we here, I gotta do it.
Did we talk about what he
got
said
it.
about what his
I got
album was gonna be?
I didn't.
I
Even
can't
know that-
remember if
I
we
didn't
got
even
into
know
that.
that he gave us the
sorry.
trailer.
Yeah,
to his
No, he
album.
did. He gave us a little trailer. He was saying that each song was gonna be named after a chick that he was dating and rap about the entire.
Oh no.
Yeah,
no,
I didn't.
no,
That's how he's going out.
No. We can't do that. How old is Bow Wow?
Listen,
now?
I like rapping about your experiences, but you don't have to make it so direct.
Is Bow Wow 30?
1 2
Is he 31 yet?
1 2 1 2
I'm 30, so he's got
33?
So he's
1
can't
2
do that.
1. Yes, come on, I can't talk about it. talk to these niggas, Bal. The mirror. Damn. Hey, even the Paul.
I always thought I was so much older than Bow Wow.
I've been it.
It's weird how that happens when you get older.
Yeah.
When you're in 30s, a 4-year gap don't mean shit.
Yo, y'all cannot speak over this greatness. This
They can't hear that on
We
YouTube.
was stepping
Don't
on the
worry about
bars.
it. We perform for our YouTube audience.
Yeah, we talking
as well.
for YouTube.
We don't just talk for whatever that app is.
She ain't called. He ain't even appalled. Lies.
Caught you. Didn't happen.
Lies.
Not this
Super
time.
lies.
Didn't happen. Not this time.
Flexify.
Didn't happen.
Oh, wait. Where's that?
We made it up. Didn't happen. Not this time. Not this time. It's fiction. We made it up.
I can't figure out why this is so funny.
That's hilarious. No,
I love when he goes,
It's the background music.
no way.
No way. Nope. No way. Didn't happen.
Complete fabrication.
It's an urban legend.
I'm like, we made that up.
We got you.
It's an urban legend.
Somebody wrote this.
It's an urban legend. It's
We made
hilarious.
this one up. Hey.
That's that shit,
though.
Hey.
That's a sick blend.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to everybody at work right now, grooving. Everybody listening in their car in the shower right now. Hey. I gotta get. Hey. Come on, man. Wait. See, when Joe said that, I was the bad guy. When I'm with somebody, all I think about is you. They killed me when I said, when I'm with my other bitches, all I think about is you. Bow Wow say it, and it's beautiful. Or T-Pain, whoever said it.
No,
It's the way
it
that
sounds
it's
beautiful
said.
on
When
track.
I'm with somebody, all I think about is you.
Yeah,
It sounds
how
good
it's
with
said.
auto-tune.
What is
behind
the
it.
difference?
It's in harmonize. You know
Yeah, you didn't harmonize it. You didn't have auto-tune on your voice when you said it.
Yeah. That's my fault.
And
Yeah.
say,
I
say
should have put the auto tune. I should have put the auto tune.
and what was the line
That's
T-Pain
my
said?
fault.
That's me. I got the auto tunes. You don't got the auto tunes.
Yeah, man, you got to auto-tune it when you tell your girl some shit like that.
What was the line you said? When I'm with my hoes, all I do is tell them about you. It doesn't hit
That's
the same.
what I'm saying.
That was
doesn't-
kind of ill, but it was a lie.
Doesn't hit the same.
That's another line when I knew it was time to
Auto-tune.
retire. That was crazy.
Auto-tune it.
Whatever the line was, I don't even remember the line, but
Oh, and Johnson wrote this? Yeah.
yeah. Hey, yo, a breakup was so rough on a sidekick. I don't know why that was, but I feel him. Hey, hey, hey. You even. I don't want to fuck the energy up by playing some of the songs that helped Joe through his breakup right before Valentine's Day. I don't want to do that. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Because right when Out of My System was out and I was going through it, hold up. Where my joint at, man? Hold up. They trying to act like I ain't got breakup joints for him on Valentine's Day. Uh-oh. Boy, was I hurt. Boy, did I not want her to leave when she left. Back when this one dropped. Oh, man. Neo, help me. Hey, talk to these. I can't get her back. I don't want her back. Hold up. You're a liar.
This nigga's stupid, man.
I can't get her back. Yo, if the second half was true, the first line don't exist.
That's a fact.
If you ain't want her back, nigga, how you know you can't get her back?
Right. You tried. He
Man,
before.
times you tried.
He tried. It didn't work.
It just didn't.
Neo has the good breakup.
I
record.
can't get her back, but nigga said but.
But I don't want her back. You're lying.
Oh
If
shit.
you can't get it back,
It's an urban legend.
you
Didn't
definitely
happen.
want it back.
We made this up.
Wait, this is how you know he
fiction.
was lying.
It's fiction. You made it up.
This is an urban legend.
It's an urban legend.
This is how you know he lying. The next line, give it away. The next line was, I figured out that she don't know how to act. You just figured that out, buddy?
Yeah. Just now.
That just happened. You missed all the red flags, the signs. You seen her friend group. You saw her core support group.
Her core support.
Her focus group.
Her faha.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But no,
You met her uncles, her cousins.
Neo is the king.
She's a grandma
Neo
somehow.
is the king of pretending to not want Shorty back. This in 09, I think he went to Shorty's wedding and said he was just going to fade into the background.
Yeah. Neil's a creep. This is my shit. Hey. Look, dirty mackin'.
Yeah. You at Shorty's wedding.
Huh?
I just got a random text from Uber Eats.
Uber Eats text you all day long.
So Tony, you hungry?
Tony Baloney's just gave me a deal for a limited time. I've never even heard of
Tony's Baloney did.
Who the fuck is Tony's Baloney's?
Yo, number one, Uber Eats will text you all day long even when you didn't order something.
Yeah, like what
Number
the fuck?
two, Uber Eats over there around my way, they trying to get fucking slick now. No couriers, bitch. What you mean?
Oh, I hate that. No couriers
What you mean
nearby.
no couriers?
Oh my god.
Nigga, this is down the street. Find a courier.
Right, exactly. It's right up the block.
Hey,
Fuck you mean?
text me back
I'll come get it.
when you get a courier. Like, why I gotta keep pressing the button? I don't understand. Uber Eats is crazy, man.
I don't use that shit.
So Papoose and Bow Wow are retiring.
What did Pap say? I didn't see his statement.
Here we go.
I've made the decision that 2021 will be my last year rapping. So I am announcing my retirement. It was a decision I've wrestled with internally, but I've decided to move on with my life and focus on my family and investments, explained Papoose. To show my humble and sincere appreciation to all of my supporters and fans, I've decided to release a new project every month in 2021, with each project being titled after the current month. This is something I've never done before, but I'm excited.
So he's not retiring this year.
One day y'all gonna give me my flowers, man. I don't know when.
And shout out to Pap.
I don't know
Love
when.
Pap. I mix his
shout out to
stuff.
Pap.
Pap is my guy.
Love Pat.
And
I don't think
Parks
he's
Mixer
retired.
Project.
But this
so
is not a
love him.
retirement, Pap.
Mr. Poos.
Don't call him Poos.
Mr. Poos.
Pap.
Because y'all know I love Pap. That's my guy.
A project every month for the entire
listen.
year.
Yo, I'm gonna retire, but here's 12 projects in a row.
Papoose is in my hip hop Hall of Fame. So I want to be clear with listen to y'all. Listen to some of y'all out there. Stop it. Yes. Hip hop Hall of Fame, goddammit. And I spoke about this with Rim a lot. Like, do y'all know how awkward it is for me to see Papoose in pictures with Fat Joe?
Nah, they squashed that though.
So it happened.
All right, Joe is signed with Rock Nation now.
So what? It happened. Yes.
I'm saying
you're
people
right.
can move on.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm just talking
Yeah,
about.
I think it's great.
It's awesome. It's the greatest thing ever. I'm just saying, it's funny to see. And every time I see it, I'm reminded that Papoose is that nigga, man.
Now I fuck with Pap like on a human
Papoose
level.
is that guy. But this is not a retirement announcement.
No, hey,
Listen.
I'm about to drop mad projects.
This is a rollout.
This is an active role.
I got 11 albums coming this year.
I got 11
If you
projects
have
going.
11 projects coming, then
That's someone's whole life.
Exactly.
sorry, Pap. We love you, but
You ain't
Nah.
retired. And yeah, this ain't no
Once
announcement.
all of them drop, then say, "Hey, I'm done."
Listen,
That's
I'll be done
retirement.
rapping after.
I told y'all years ago.
but I'm not mad at him for even flirting with it though. I think more rappers should flirt with it.
You been on
what?
that hill for a while.
Retirement?
Yeah. I'm
No, I
with
think-
it.
I think more rappers should-
I want to
I
go
just
get a
don't think
petition of rappers that need to retire and should retire and want to retire, because I think part of the big fear of retirement is, as rappers, we don't know what the fuck we supposed to do in retirement. That's the problem.
Well, that's
All right,
that's
can you-
anybody in any profession.
Can you
No,
def-
it's
can
not.
you
Yes,
can you
it is.
define
No,
to me
it's not.
Somebody that
Can you
worked
define
at a
what
hospital.
retirement
it's
is?
not. No, it's
Yeah,
not.
but some people that worked at a hospital
it's
for
not.
30 years, they don't know what
They
they're
get
going to do
pensions
after
and
they
SSI.
retire.
Come on. Jesus, buddy. You missing it.
No. I'm talking. You said what they're going to do after they rap.
That exists.
I'm saying that exists for people that have regular jobs. They don't know what they're going to do after they're done with being a teacher. They don't know what life is after that.
You keep naming professions that have money taken
I'm
away
saying
from
money-
it. Let me just talk.
Money aside, I'm not even talking about money.
You can't, no
I'm
such
talking
thing.
about life.
No.
Yeah.
No such thing as
It is.
money aside in this
Not when it
country.
comes
Yes,
to
it
retirement.
is. Absolutely,
No, sir,
absolutely
Bob.
it is.
If
No,
you think
sir,
every
Bob.
teacher pension
No, sir,
is going to
Bob.
make them good afterwards,
It's No.
Your mother's sister's the teacher. It doesn't mean you good forever.
Yeah,
I never said that.
But I'm talking about life.
I can't even talk to get my point out, so don't try to put words in my mouth.
No, I'm just talking about life after retiring from doing something that you've done more than half of your life. Like when athletes retire, some of them literally go crazy because that routine is not there anymore. The season is not there. They're traveling. Now they're with family more. Now they a lot of people go crazy because it's a whole new life now. But money aside, I'm just talking about when people retire from something that they love and they've done most of their life, it can be tough for anybody, whether you have money or you don't. It's just that my entire life is different now. What do I do? People just sit around literally and they just start trying shit. Like, I don't know what any of this is. Like, I dedicated 20 years of my life to playing a sport. Now that that's over, what do I have to do? I don't even know how to really, I thought I knew how to be a dad. I don't.
Okay.
I feel what he's saying.
Me too. And this year I want to be clear in how I articulate this stuff. I feel him too. And I believe all that stuff to be true and exist. I was highlighting rappers for a more specific reason, not to dispute any of that stuff, but just to say life expectancy on the career of a rapper. I think today it might be 2 years or 3 years, right?
If that.
So when you talk about artists being afraid to retire and maybe keeping something going a little longer than even they themselves would like to, we talking about in a three-year period. You're naming doctors and teachers, and yes, Rory, everyone's not just A-okay after, especially the teachers. Teachers is fucked up out there. I know I have some teacher friends as well. However, there are a lot of professions that get some of the money taken out of their check for 15, 20 years.
Pensions and all that shit.
To attempt to hold them down. And if not, there's
401ks.
government services that attempt to jump in. By that time, there's Social Security. There's other things. If your career is over as a rapper, right, at 26.
That's 66 years old. So
I know. I'm just saying,
some
if you
people
do
are
it
either
right,
forced retired well before 66 years old.
listen, hopefully I'm blessed enough and God blesses me enough to get there and learn about all the things you're saying. I know as a rapper at 26, no money coming in, shit is fucked up, career dwindling, no support, blah, 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 blah. I can see why some of them keep forcing it, is all I'm saying. Rather than saying, hey, I'm done and I'm finished. We already didn't get health care and shit to begin with. So now you completely on your own with just nothing. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so rappers retire out of what? When an athlete retires, it's usually because physically their body just can't withstand anymore. Right?
Rappers are typically retired by the fans, not by themselves.
Right. So when that that's why whenever I say
I hate when y'all say that. It's true, but I still hate when y'all say it.
It's true.
It is true, but I still want to explain why I hate when it's said. Yes, it's true, but that has been traditionally, and I think that's for mad reasons. But today, I'd like to hopefully highlight more ways for artists to thrive in retirement, so many of them don't have to be afraid.
No, you're talking about thriving
of
in retirement.
retirement.
No. I'm saying here's why I don't understand why musicians, period, would retire now. Because you can literally record music when you want. You can release music when you want. You can you can book your own shows. It's so much independence in music right now. Where to me, it just doesn't make sense for an artist who already has a fan base, who already has a core fan base that supported them throughout their entire career. Why do you abandon that now to say, I'm going to try to figure out something else? You can step away from it for a few years, but when you say I'm retiring, like announcing that retirement, to me is like, but why would you do that? Because you can always come back to this because it's so easy to just put out your music to the world whenever you want.
Well, I can understand an artist retiring because they just no longer feel
maybe not motivated.
That spark to create. I understand that part.
I understand that part. But even in that, it's like, that's why I said, why do rappers retire? Why do they announce their retirement?
Well, some people are just over it. I mean, again, I do think for the most part, usually the fans retire rappers. Usually, well, that's not. Let me emphasize rappers, artists. Period.
Yeah.
But I can understand it if an artist just no longer.
Yeah,
wants
if you're
to
not
create.
motivated to create, then I get it.
Yeah.
But even in that, you can't announce a retirement from that because you might wake up next month and find all the motivation in the world
Right.
to create again. So it's like, that's why I just don't understand
That's why I don't
rappers
like the word
announcing a retirement.
retired.
Yeah, it's just like, yo,
Hiatus.
bro.
'Cause
Yeah, you
it's-
could just step away. Like, you don't have to announce that you're not putting out any music anymore. You could just not put out music anymore.
Right.
And then one day we'll look up and be like, damn, they ain't put out music in 3-4 years. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's such a weird business to begin with. You're selling sounds. It's a really odd business. Period.
But it takes
if
creativity.
I would never stop selling tires when tires were working because I was uninspired by tires. And then 10 years later, I'm like, wait, you know what?
Tires are really calling my name.
Firestone
winter tires,
calling my name.
snow tires.
So, yeah, it's an interesting business where you can't put the same rules, I think, as product to consumer the way that we do with other things. But I don't like the word retired because I think one day you'll be inspired. And I wanted to ask you what the definition of retired was, because I think there's plenty of artists that no longer put out music, that write music every day even record it and even create it.
Yeah.
I'm too triggered to even have this talk with you guys on any
Well, we
of
love
it.
you, so it's okay.
So I'm shutting up and letting y'all talk. It's tough. Like, again, it always brings, it gets me triggered because have you ever tried to sell one of something? Like, it always leads me there. Like, it's tough for me to listen to this from y'all because y'all just make it sound so easy.
You talking about
No,
to create
God, no.
or to sell music?
No, I think selling music is one of the most difficult things on earth.
Like you just didn't say. I don't even understand why you were retired when the output you could do today is from your home. You could send it. You talking about the output? You talking about the action?
Oh, no. I also said it. Now, if you're not inspired or motivated to create, I understand that. But don't announce a retirement from it because you can wake up 2-3 months from now and find all the motivation and inspiration to create again. That's all I'm saying. Just don't announce the retirement. Just stop making music.
Okay,
stop
but
creating.
let's live in that example that you just painted. All right, I'm uninspired, but I won't announce it for that reason. And now you're opening yourself up to criticism, backlash, and all of this bullshit from an audience that thinks you're dormant. They don't know you're uninspired.
Oh, we
and they
talk
don't know
about that now
they don't
with
know
artists.
that you flirting with retirement either.
We've killed Bryson Tiller for like, where's he at? Like, we just did that on the show when artists that were successful and then they just disappear. It's like,
I don't need nobody else to tell me that Bryson Tiller don't really give two fucks about music.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Got it.
I wouldn't.
That's
say
Joe's
that.
opinion.
I wouldn't
though.
say he don't give a fuck about music.
I said two fucks.
I wouldn't say he don't give 2 fucks about music.
I don't think he gives two fucks.
You
about
might got
music.
one fuck though.
You could,
Yeah.
you could-
Definitely.
You could think he don't, but that I'm not going to say he don't give 2 fucks about music.
That's why, like, I understand
because
about-
he don't put out music the way you would want him to, as much as
I
you
don't
would
want
want
him
him
to put nothing out. I ain't the biggest Bryson Tiller fan.
No, I'm just saying.
Like,
But
that
why
don't
do you
mean
say
nothing to
that
me.
though? Because he doesn't put out music at a volume that you think he should.
No, because he doesn't do anything conducive with having a successful music career.
I don't.
Not
I
one
don't-
thing.
I don't understand that, but okay.
What do you mean by that? And I don't know if we have
I
to
don't
have this
care.
conversation. Yeah, I don't know if we need to.
I don't care.
but
It's not that important.
That's
to
a
me.
very
You say what I
weird
mean.
take.
It sounds really harsh.
You
what
don't do
just said.
interviews. You don't tour. You don't put a lot of music out. You don't drop the leak. You don't do shit. What are you talking about? Like, don't make me sound like I'm hating on somebody.
Though. I'm not saying you hating on him.
Bryson Tiller specifically, and a few other gentlemen that move in that space of I'm not doing anything. You can't see me. You can't talk to me, and you're getting one project every 3 to 4 years. Sorry, I'm not killing the niggas that say they might not give the most fucks about music.
Do you know that used to be the standard for like superstars?
if not longer.
Well,
not
yes and no.
superstars.
Yes
Now
and
they're
no.
about to tell me something. We in 2021.
I'm just telling you. It's not far fetched because everybody used to do
also
it.
not entirely true.
Yeah, I got it.
The Beatles put out like 3 albums a year.
I'm not saying.
No, he's talking about more recent.
Obviously,
I know,
obviously,
okay.
there are
He's
some
talking
people
about
that do
more
it,
recent.
but I'm just saying, like the Weeknd doesn't do interviews. That's
true.
There's a lot of artists.
And I don't want to take what I'm saying, like I'm saying, I understand about Bryson Tiller, not just because of his musical output. He's married. He's moving. He's happy. Like, we see him happy.
But that's
like, I'm
why-
judging shit. Like, let me talk for a minute.
That's why
you
I just
see.
said what I said.
You start seeing shit like that. Like when Papoose says, "Yo, I'm gonna drop music for a year and then I'm done." When I hear that, I don't think I can understand that. Rim is moving. It's the baby. Pap is family, man. It's checks from other places. The game maybe didn't love me the way I loved it. Like, there's intangible things is what I'm saying that y'all just skip, and it's triggering for me as a nigga that retired and dealt with it.
No.
So why doesn't Bryson, why doesn't Bryson
you
get those
niggas
same
that have
things?
never sold a thing make this shit sound real simple.
No.
And it's triggering.
No.
Why
You're missing
doesn't Bryson
something
get
because
the
it's
same-
personal to you. So when you hear certain shit, you just stop listening. Listen to what I'm saying. Bryson, you just gave Papoose all the reason to not want to make music anymore, but you wouldn't give Bryson the same to give two fucks about music.
Why is that?
Bryson,
You just said it.
He has a family. He has a newborn. He has a relationship. These are some of the
And
same things that's going on in his life.
even people killing
Wait,
you.
I'm sorry. Let me just clarify before y'all finish.
No. Let me clarify his point before you start.
no,
Because when
before you
Pat
do that,
came out
let me
with
just-
Case Slay, he was the biggest
listen,
rapper ever in New York.
you guys,
and they killed him.
I only
Bryson was the
did-
biggest
I
R&B
only
artist, and they
didn't-
killed him afterwards.
I only didn't name those Bryson attributes with Papoose because I already named them, and I believe them to apply to Papoose too. That's all I'm saying. Like if I'm saying that, if I'm looking at what Bryson's output is, someone could have assumed that. Somebody could assume the same thing about Papoose. You could. So it's still there. I'm not treating them differently.
You are, because you gave
I'm not. One is married and looks. One is recently married and looks happy the further he steps away from music. The other had a long mixtape run and is happy the further he steps away from music.
Okay,
Why y'all trying to make it sound like I'm saying something
quicker.
different?
That's subjective in life. One found happiness
I'm
earlier than the
not
other.
talking about the speed in which it happened. I'm talking about what exists. And I
Same.
think it
Yeah, but-
exists for them both.
Okay, but what I'm saying is this: you can't, because it always comes back to this, Joey. How you said y'all have never tried to sell music or
I have.
True.
No,
I
I
have,
didn't
by
say
the way.
sell music. I said sell something.
That's a
sold
that's the
things.
biggest
But what
lie
I'm saying
ever.
Well, no.
Here's what I'm saying.
Allegedly.
Here's what I'm saying.
I'm saying seriously,
I have sold
not
music.
non-allegedly.
Here's
Yes.
I have sold
1,000
music.
times.
Here's what I'm saying.
1,000 times
You
over.
can't. You
What you
can't.
was selling?
Are you crazy?
I'm asking. I'm asking to be enlightened, not to diminish. Yeah. I'm asking to learn.
I've sold tickets to the Barclays Center with an unproven idea, all with merch, let alone with selling a creative agency with music videos. That's how we met. Like, what are you talking? I've only sold everything my entire life. I know everything there is about unproven selling shit.
And
From when I was fucking 18 to 30. That's all I know.
but on the top,
I've been
on,
selling
All I
music
know.
since I was
And I've
18.
happened to be okay and successful at it.
but something that Joe said in particular when he said you love something and they didn't love you as much as you loved it.
That's big though. That's big.
That is big.
That's life,
But
though.
when we talk about music,
Yeah, facts.
but when
That's
we talk,
life.
listen, but when we talk about the business of selling music and putting out music, maybe you just weren't that good as an
true.
artist.
That's true.
So you can't, right? So my thing is, you can't.
That's true.
You can't say like, "Oh, the game didn't love me as much as I loved it." No, maybe the person that we're talking about didn't create music to the level that the masses would accept it
but
or would
that's
support
another
it.
perspective.
Right. So, but my thing is, that's not something to be mad at the game about. That's not something to be mad at the music business about. You can't be mad at the music business because you didn't sell what you thought you should sell, or
Can I
you
ask
weren't
you a
as
question?
successful
You
as you
can be.
thought you should have been. No, you cannot. That's a level of insanity to be mad that the world didn't
I think you
appreciate your
can be.
music.
You can be mad at that.
Mal, can I ask you a question?
How can
I'm
you
not
be
saying
mad?
what's
at it?
logical. I'm
Can
saying
I
you
just
can be
ask
mad
Can
at
I
it.
just ask you one question?
You can be a human.
And then y'all could talk because I want to step off anyway. On a scale of 1 to 10, what level of self-awareness do you think most humans walk around with?
I don't know what most humans walk
Not
around
much.
with.
Because that's what I would assume.
pretty low.
Myself included sometimes.
But of course, because we're fucking idiots. But when Maul talks, it's almost like you assume everybody to be that self-aware. You're
No,
right.
no.
Yo, some
I'm
niggas
not-
been trash.
No.
and you're right.
I'm not.
Niggas couldn't pop it off because we was trash. But you expecting everybody to know that about themselves?
I'm
Or
expecting.
say that?
I'm expecting that if you're in a
please.
space where you're trying to sell to the public and it's not selling the way you would want it to sell, yes, you should do some research on why it's not selling the way you think it should sell. Yes,
I think
absolutely.
people do that.
That's
I think
all I'm
they- I
saying.
think they
So when it
obsess
comes
over
to that, not everyday life shit. I'm talking about as strictly as trying to sell product to the world. If it's not selling the way you thought it would or would want it to sell, then you have to do some research on why it's not
I'm
selling
not
the way
sure
you thought it
either
would.
of these gentlemen or Bryson Tiller are.
I'm-
I don't think
retiring
we're talking about
because of
them
sex.
anymore
We move past
at all.
it.
Just
We
in
move
general.
past
I don't think we're
I'm
talking about them at all.
We're no
talking about
longer.
it general.
Gotcha.
That's all I'm saying because I get it. You create something, you put your heart and soul into it, and then you try to sell it, and people are like, I'll pass on that. Of course it does something to you. But you don't sit
What
back.
if it's good? What if it's good? What if it's good?
What?
Subjective.
Music is subjective,
I
bro.
know, but
Everybody's
I
not
know,
gonna...
but you just gave me the example of the guy that is super trash, so that's why it's not panning
I
out.
said
for you.
maybe he's trash.
Maybe,
I
but
don't-
give me the example of when that's how it's going and he's not trash at all.
Yeah, because there's a lot of examples of extremely talented people that just didn't sell a lot of records
Yeah.
because they didn't do the things that.
Well, it's also again,
And that's why I get mad when Maul says when shit is fucked up, niggas need to do the research. Yes, Maul, but do you know what that entails?
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know exactly how much
Yes,
research that is?
absolutely. Absolutely. But a lot of it too, and it's fucked up. But a lot of it with recording artists, with recording music is all. It's a lot of timing. They go, where's everybody in the world? Where's the world at?
I like
you understand what I'm saying?
That's not
Where-
wrong.
it's like you got to. It's a lot that you have to pay attention to when you talking about being in the business of selling music.
Oh, it's exhausting.
Where's the world at? How are people feeling out there? Because music is just emotions. What emotions sound like.
Yeah.
So now you have to. Where's the world at? Where's the masses of the world at? How are they feeling? What are they going through? It's a lot. It takes a lot. But this is what you want to do.
Right.
This is part of the game.
Right.
Learn what's going on. Learn how to talk to the masses and how the masses will accept you. But you don't sit back and say, "Oh, nah, fuck this game. They didn't love me the way I loved it." Nah, that's the wrong approach. Because first of all, when you're creating music, you should be creating from just being motivated and inspired
what
to
I do.
create art.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be creating from I want to make 100 mil real quick and go buy. No. You create from here, and then when you look up, who knows? Or you might have sold 100 million records. But create from within and put it out to the world and let the masses accept it.
so when-
But
so
now
when
when
you
you
do
creating
that-
just to make money,
When you do that though,
You have to stop that.
I have to stop saying that you should create
if you create
out of passion
from,
and not,
from within
not
it,
monetary
all right,
reasons.
to that exact point, you don't think you would feel a way after all you do is create with passion.
I
from
just
your
said
gut
that.
of your soul.
I
I'm
just
saying,
said that. You would.
You don't think you'd feel a way and want to say, I want nothing to do with this after everyone said your shit trash.
Maul know half the rappers today ain't rapping.
I just said it could affect you if you put your passion
Just
and your,
point to how easy
all of
it
this
is to
to
get
music
on.
and it's not accepted. But again, it's a lot that goes into that as well. Why wasn't it accepted the way you thought it should be?
But you know, someone that creates from that passion and that type of integrity is not going to change their music because the masses don't like it.
And
They're not going to go and go make some shit that
again,
the masses
man,
like.
yeah,
they're
but-
going to say, hey, I'm done with this shit.
But you know what though? At the same time, Rory, I sat in a room with people that sold a shit ton of records and a shit ton of music and are very successful. And you know what they still say too? Nah, they didn't really accept that the way I thought they would, and they didn't really appreciate that one. So it's never good. It starts within you as an artist, as a creator.
Okay.
What are you going into this for? What are you trying to get out of this? Because there are people that have sold 100 million records. And their greatest work, what they feel internally was their greatest time of their life, their greatest time of creating. This was flawless. People might be like, nah, I wasn't really feeling that project.
I don't think we're
I think
saying.
that's actually a high percentage for most creators.
And I
this is
actually
what
don't
I'm
think we're
saying.
saying. I don't think we're saying
that
anything
doesn't
different.
change on any level. That doesn't change.
I don't think we're saying anything different in the sense that I'm saying that people that create from the soul and know that they love the music that they made and put it out the way they wanted and no one really received it, yeah, I'll move on. I'm cool. I accept that what I made I love and I'm going to just move on.
Yeah.
And you're saying the same thing of people that sold and if not are the greatest ever saying the same thing. One just has a value monetarily with it and one doesn't. So I have to move on from this shit. The other can say, all right, they didn't really accept it the way I wanted them to, but I did love what I created. At least I got $1 billion from it.
Yeah, but
And the other person
again-
is like, I'm starving. Let me just move on.
again, man. But you never really hear the most successful people. They don't. It's not about the money most of the time. And
I
that's
know.
my, and that's
but
my thing
people
with
have
creating.
to get money, so they just move on.
Yeah, but creating just for chasing money. That's not how you create. You can't
I
create
couldn't
chasing
agree more.
money.